Hey, Francisco. Good morning.
Hey, good morning, baby.
Did you guys have scripts yesterday?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought he said it was going to be at 9 yesterday, and I came on, nobody was here. He
Oh
told us.
yeah, they did at 8.
Oh, he did. Okay. I thought he said that it was going to be at 9 because of the family reunion.
No,
Okay. All right. Thanks.
no, you're welcome.
Good morning, beautiful people. Look at all those cameras that are off. Silly, silly cameras that are off.
We were waiting for you.
Nah, you're not waiting for me. If you're waiting on me, you're wasting time.
Good morning.
How is everyone?
Wonderful.
You know, you guys can talk to each other if I'm not here, right?
We did. Francisco and I, we were the first ones here. We had a nice conversation.
Nice.
Yes.
I jump on and there's always black screens, and I'm like, what is going on here? So,
Even without the camera, they were talking.
That's right. We had a conversation without the camera.
it was like a phone call.
Pretty
Sort
much.
Because I missed yesterday. For some reason, I thought you said it was going to be at 9. I came on at 9 and nobody was there.
Can't do 9. 9 doesn't work for me.
Well, I thought you said because of family reunion that you were going to do it later yesterday.
Yeah, no, because of family reunion, we're doing it still, which is nice because family reunion didn't start till 9. But I
Right.
apologize about the confusion. You missed a fun day.
Really? What did I miss?
It's What's Your Number Wednesdays. So the best days in the world, right, Sarah's cat? As I was talking, the cat like walked through the camera.
He does it every time. He know this is like our thing every morning. I pet him while we do our thing.
It's all about training and conditioning. All right, guys, it is Thursday. Tell me about the awesomeness happening in your week this week so far. I'd like to hear some goodness. Tell me what's going well. Where are the positive mindsets at? And
I
just had.
I'm
all
sorry.
right, Paige, then Stormy. Ladies first.
Thank you. I just had someone call me and they want to write an offer on a property. So I'm super pumped. I have nothing under contract right now. So fingers crossed, guys.
That's awesome. It's weird.
Who's gonna help you write the offer?
Oh, I got it. No, I'm kidding. I'll write it and then I'll have my team lead look over it.
Well, I want to say that I appreciate leverage. Even if we're not like on a team, we all have it and we should all use it. So like if there's somebody out there, you know what I'm saying, like Diego, for example, who's hungry, wants to work, you know, you can use that for leverage if you're busy with other clients or doing other things. I appreciate Keller Williams for that. I think it's great.
Yeah, for sure.
No matter what you guys are going through, what you need, we got somebody here to help you through it. And that's the beautiful thing of this family. So kind of feel like we need to do another round of Wednesdays today. What are your thoughts? Yeah, look at those head nods. And Sarah's like, oh, damn.
Dan, can I just say I called a lead yesterday and for the first time, because I was like, why are they being so short with me? And then I realized I was asking them all yes or no questions. And usually I would just get off the phone with people and be like, damn, they were so short. Like that sucked. And this was the first time I was like, no, that was all me. I didn't ask them a single open-ended question.
That right there is where we can start changing our lives, that realization. That's awesome.
Yeah, I got some work to do.
That's awesome. Yeah, Nicole sent me a text. I think it was yesterday, was it, Nicole? Where she's like, your coaching helps me in my other career too. So it goes across lines, people. This is awesome.
Oh, yeah.
Well, let's work on open-ended questions. I think that's important. I just want to do more of the what your number is, the random objection handling. It came to me like a bullet in the night that we need to just focus on each one of those. I mean, for the next 40 weeks, if you will, or the 40 calls, we can focus on one of those objections and get a ton of answers around it so that you feel a little bit more armed to do so. So we are literally going to start at the top of the list. I'm going to make a secondary list. And if you guys want to save it, you can. I'll email it out or I'll put it somewhere you can get to. But as I do this every day that we have I'm not the host yet. Every day that we have our scripting game, I reorder them. I don't know if you guys realize that. It's never the same number twice. So if you remembered, I got number 10 last time, you can ask for 10 again. It's going to be a different one because I make sure I randomize it every day so that you guys don't ever get that. But come on now, I can't make it easy. The one that we can start with today is a seller. Zillow told us our house is worth more than you're saying. You think you're going to come across the seller that says they've done their keyboard exercises and found out that Zillow thinks their house is worth $5,000 or $10,000, $15,000, $20,000 more?
Yeah.
How can you overcome that objection?
You could probably relate to like the blue book on a car. You know, not if you say this car is the same as your car, but yours has less or more miles, is gonna have a different value.
There you go.
So go, you know, being me coming from the car industry, that was the only thing that pops in my head, whereas you can relate to, where it's like, yeah, it's similar, but it's what's different, right? It's just it's an estimate where you could start with like a guideline and maybe it's worth based on what you have, the improvements you have done, or it could be less based on the stuff that you haven't, you neglected. What's the damn word? Yeah, that. And just it needs to be fixed or something. So
Yep.
Hey,
Well,
Chris, just like smart, dude. You're
Go ahead.
really
I
smart.
thought that was genius, actually. That's a fantastic
Yeah,
analogy.
you're really smart, man. Hell yeah. That's
So
a
how
good
can
way
we-
to put it.
look,
how can we put that in a short, concise response that can be repeated,
I would,
right?
s- I would say, if someone was like saying, hey, Zillow says it's worth this and this and that, I would say, hey, I appreciate that. And, but the thing is too, is has Zillow came personally to see your home and the inside of it? And
No.
the answer is going to be, yeah, it's going to be no. And then you say, well, that's what I'm here to do today. Can I view your home from the eye of a buyer in this market today? And that's it.
There you go.
That's
Just
smart.
like Francisco said, though, that's exactly what you basically said, bro. Like, let me see the inside of the house. Let me see how many miles you got on your car.
Pretty
Same
much.
thing.
So that's a good, but how can we put it concisely? How do you get that and overcome an objection? I want everyone to look on scripting as the response that we give and then overcoming the objection to move the process along. We can't forget, we can't just be objection ninjas. We have to be able to push the conversation forward. So along the lines of Storm, I completely understand that Zillow said that your house would be worth $15,000 or $20,000 more. And just like when you go to buy a used car, unfortunately, the values range based on the condition of the house. And Zillow has not seen the inside of the house or even the outside. They're going off a best guess for this neighborhood. Now, based on the condition of your home, I can see why you would think your house would be worth more. May I show you some of the items that may be a concern to a buyer that would reduce the value in this market? Yes or no, right? You're moving along.
right.
When we're out there at a house, we're not trying to devalue it, but what we are trying to do is we're trying to price it correctly. And then you can go into the conversation is what's important about pricing a house correctly?
You don't want
Seeing it.
Seeing it. Okay. Frank?
Oh, like the pricing it correctly, it's gonna help you move it, faster, right? Get the right offer, not overpricing it and then having to drop the price because you're not getting any offers on it.
Right. Absolutely, Frank. And based on the information I gathered on your home here in this neighborhood, based on other houses that have sold that are very similar to it, the market price is dictated by what's sold already. Your house falls in line with the condition of these homes, and that's where the market value is. If we price our house above market value, we're going to risk not getting any attention to it. And if we don't have the attention and we don't get an offer sold in that first week, it's going to be stigmatized in this market that something's wrong with that house. And you could potentially lose more on the back end by having it overpriced up front and having the price step down over time. What we're seeing in this market that things are selling within 20 days. So if we don't have an offer within the first week, we can assume that the neighborhood or the market has rejected our price. Okay. Someone else give it a shot.
Well, I might something about Zillow does it. It's just a computer generated estimate. And rather than looking at your neighborhood. So I mentioned just this weekend, I had a listing appointment and I looked at just their neighborhood and the price was like 285 high and nothing else, not even three of them. So I was like, this is pretty much as high as we could look at, like a 5-mile radius. It did go up a lot, but again, for them, I wanted to really say, hey, this is what things are moving at in your neighborhood. So to me, when you show them some numbers, the numbers don't lie. And we're, that bit about it has to appraise, these are houses that have your same general features. And yes, my estimate did move up when I saw the house. So anyway, that's just, I guess, my 2 cents. It helps to be a human being looking at the numbers and showing them the numbers, because the numbers don't really lie if you've got accurate numbers.
Hey,
Right.
You could
have you
probably
seen the opposite too, though? Because I've actually seen homes be worth more than what Zillow is saying. So you have, right?
The house that I just sold was on Zillow 426,000, and I'm under contract for 525. So
126,000 on Zillow?
No, I'm sorry. No, 426.
Oh, 426. Some
Yeah,
more.
so it was a
Wow,
whole.
Zillow winged that one.
I I wish that would be a perfect thing to say. I wish, but no.
Right?
Yeah.
No, and that's a great point. Zillow does not know what was in that house or what a buyer would see. I think when I walked the house with you guys, Sarah, what did I say the price would probably end up at?
You said 500 is what we, yeah,
Okay.
between 475 and 5, I think is where we were talking.
And it was because Zillow doesn't know habitation, doesn't understand unique value, doesn't understand what could be. What Zillow sees is we have all this data. We are smarter than you. And then you're like, but you forgot that there's a kitchen in the backyard. You forgot that there's a gold turkey that lays platinum eggs.
I think it goes back to customer service.
Oh, absolutely. Everything we do needs to be customer service. And
I
that's,
think it goes back to customer service also.
yeah, we heard you say that. That's what I say. Everything we need to do is customer service. Everything. If they didn't
And I
need
think people see the value. People see the value of that more and more again because, you know, maybe that was lost because people are trying to become more efficient and people are missing that hands-on touch of everything. So we can emphasize customer service more than the computer.
Well, one of the things that we take back from family reunion yesterday was they showed a graphic of how many searches have happened since 2009 when Zillow came around to now. Over 200 million lead searches on Zillow. 98% of people still chose to have a fiduciary and responsible with relationship. Meaning that no matter how many people, how many eyeballs are searching for homes and pictures online, they still chose to have an agent represent them and look after their best financial interests. If you guys had $100,000 and some random website said, put all your money into Hoboken stock, would you just follow that website and go put all your money into Hoboken stock?
Nope.
Not a single person said yes right now. Actually, there was some very exaggerated no's. Why not? Why wouldn't you just go throw your $100,000 into Hoboken stock?
Because you're not guaranteed anything.
Okay.
Don't trust them.
Why don't you trust them?
We know nothing about
Don't
it.
know them.
I need more research and information.
Now, a licensed financial advisor, Dr. Big Dan Caldwell, Money Management Explanations. I say, you know what, guys? The best investment I've seen out there is Hoboken stock. Now, are you going to put your $100,000 into Hoboken stock?
Yeah, probably.
Why is that?
Because you're licensed and we trust you.
It's the conveyance of trust that comes with a license to operate. I have a box full of razor blades in my garage. Some of them clean, some of them razor sharp, some of them rusty. I have a very keen understanding of how the human body works. I know that your head bone is connected to your neck bone and your neck bone is connected to your shoulder bones. I can do shoulder surgery. Are you going to let me do shoulder
Thanks.
surgery? But I saw it on YouTube. YouTube's a website.
You're certified.
Again, it goes back to not being licensed, not being a professional in that field. Zillow may be a professional in this real estate field because they have been around for 12 years, helping provide consumers with information on real estate. But the best thing they've ever given us is a guesstimate, also known as a zestimate.
Zestimate.
And right there on their website, Mr. and Mrs. Seller, you can see how it outlines that you should probably consult with a real estate professional in your area to get the accurate market pricing for your home. Do you think you're going to have any problem with people objecting over a Zillow price now?
And you could probably use it as a tool to your advantage, because if you actually search their own address, because it's probably what they did, and get the estimate. But at the bottom of the page is going to show you what they used to compare. Now you can see the pictures of the actual house, and you could actually compare it, right? I mean, like probably their home is better, you know?
Yeah. I'll actually let you guys know, because today I have an appraisal on my own home at 9 o'clock because I'm getting a refi. And let's see here. Let's go to Zillow. 7660 North Hop Down. If you guys want to send me awesome packages and super sweet snacks, you can. It's okay. All right. Zillow didn't even give me a value. It looks like this property has missing facts. No, you do, Zillow. There we go.
Wow.
Zillow again fails us.
That's awesome though. I love that.
Right there.
Now you're forced to go with a real estate agent.
Right. Get a Zillow offer. Wait a second. Looks like this property's missing some home valuation estimate. Okay. Weird. It's been sold many times, and Zillow used to market this house at $245,000. Neighborhood details. Oh, it's got a little bit of stuff. This home is valued 100% lower than the typical home in 85741. Home values have increased in 85741 by 12%. So this is a good example. Like, trust me, this was not a staged event, but it just goes to show. Now, do you think myself as a professional and the appraisal already have done research to know exactly what this house is worth based on the information in the neighborhood? Hell, Jacob was showing a house up the street from me, $285,000. That's 300 square feet smaller than this one, on a hill with a smaller yard, no pool. It's already under contract. Right. So again, Zillow said my house is worth more than you're saying. Everybody is going to love that Zillow is less than, and we get to tell them more. But it's difficult when Zillow says it's more than, and we get to tell them it's less. And what are the two factors that are elements of pricing? I didn't want to say the other word. What two factors dictate price? First is
Location and condition.
Location and condition. So back to Frank's thing about the used cars. Mr. and Mrs. Seller, let's say you're going to a used car lot and there's two identical Mercedes that you're looking at. Black, chrome rims. Both have 100,000 miles on them. One has been stored in a garage. One's been stored next to the beach. Which one do you think's worth more?
Garage.
Right? Condition. And you can show these things. If you don't want to use the car analogy, Frank and I come from the car world, so we're very comfortable with the four-wheel analogies. You can go along the lines of a house. All right, Miss Sarah, let's look at this. I completely understand you think Zillow's offer on your house is a lot higher than the actual value is. Based on the information I have pulled on the homes that have sold in your neighborhood that are similar in condition and style to your house, your market price would be $250,000. Now, I know Zillow's saying that the average in this area is 275, and that's what they're saying. It's an average. Now, would you say that your house is average? And then you'd get an answer, and you can even say, okay, great. Well, why would you call it average? What makes you say that it's average? And get them explaining it. All right, now let me ask you, do you think there's anything on the home that you have not repaired that you probably should have? Also known as deferred maintenance. Start them walking themselves back in value, right? Well, the AC system doesn't work that well, and the water leaks in the bathrooms, and there's an alligator in the basement we can't get out of there. There's always something. Does that not harm the condition? What's more impactful? Us telling them, Stormy, your house looks like a piece of shit. Or Stormy going, you know what, Dan? There are some things that I probably should have been repaired or done some work on, like these eaves that are eaten by weevils and termites, and the fact that the bathroom doesn't have a shower anymore. They can devalue the house themselves, but it's all about explaining the average, which means if 50% of homes are higher and 50% of homes are lower. That's the average. Where do you think your home falls? Get them to tell you. So now we can debunk Zillow's pricing. We can take them to the website and show them. We can have them look it up. And then we can show them the ideas of the properties around them. This is what a home 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 around you have sold for. You want to do an extra step? Take them to an active listing that's under contract or maybe just gone live and show them what they're competing against. All right, now I want somebody to go through a role play. I need an agent and I need a client, and we're going to use this objection. First person not to raise their hand gets to be one of them. All right, so far I've got Samantha's going to be my agent because she's driving, and Trisha Hooper is going to be my client.
Okay.
Wait, I'm the agent?
Yeah.
Okay.
And, and Samantha, you're going to work with Trisha. Trisha's objection is that she's a seller and Zillow has told her that her house is more than you are saying the market value is.
I'm not ready for this.
Yes,
okay, let's go. All right.
So-
So Trisha,
so-
I know you have yours. Oh, go ahead. You start off.
Yeah, so Zillow says that my house is worth 350,000, and I'm pretty excited about that. So what do you think?
Has anyone from Zillow been to the property to take a look inside?
No, I didn't know Zillow had people.
Oh, well, what you're seeing is a computer generated estimate, which oftentimes isn't accurate. It's really important to have an actual human being take a look at the home because there are only two things, to be honest with you, that determine price, and that is location and condition of the home. And without really laying eyes on the property and seeing it, it's difficult to give an accurate idea just based on the computer estimate. So it can be a little off sometimes. So tell me, the average sales price in this area is about $325,000. Just thinking about your home, do you think, have you made any improvements to it over time that would add value that maybe haven't been noticed?
Sure. Yeah, we redid the master bathroom, pretty much the whole thing, and then in the kitchen we redid the countertops.
Okay, so those are some great improvements that are going to add a little bit in the eyes of people that are looking to purchase homes. They love kitchens and baths. Are there any improvements that you think still need to be made around the home?
Yeah, I got the TO tile in there. That's not great. It's just so hard to get out of there. I haven't done anything with it at all.
Yeah, it is pretty difficult. So other than the tile, is there anything else to the home that you would say needs a little bit of improvement?
No, I think it's pretty good. And I definitely don't think my home would be considered average. So I think we'll be above. I think that Zillow price is pretty accurate. So would you just meet with me and confirm that? Is that how you work? Is that how you do that?
Absolutely. And before I meet with you, what I'm going to send you over are just some listings that are active in your area and the sales price. And then you can also take a look at those homes and sort of do a mental comparison. And then we'll decide on what the best price you feel is accurate for your home. And the other thing we can do, Trisha, is kind of let the market tell us what the price is. The importance of pricing it right is we're going to get a lot more eyeballs on the property, a lot more interest, which could result in a higher offer. It may or may not be the price that you have in mind, but let's get together and discuss it further. And I can take a look inside as well, an actual, like I said, human being taking a look at your property. And we will determine the right price, something that you feel comfortable with. And also you'll get an opportunity to compare what other homes around you kind of look like inside, and we can go from there.
Okay, well, I'm pretty confident because I think ours is better than everybody else's. So come on over. I think we'll probably hit that 350 price, but come on over and let's talk about it.
All right, sounds good, Trisha.
Well done. What do you guys think? Give some feedbacks.
I think that was really good. Yeah.
Yeah, she did good, Samantha. Hey, Samantha, you're my
Yeah.
homie, so I'm gonna keep it 100 with you, okay? All
Thank
right.
you.
That way you can get better, and I'm glad that you took actually did it. You know what I'm saying? As opposed to not wanting to, because you tried not to. So okay,
Right?
so yeah, good. That's how you do it. So with that being said, Samantha, you need to shorten you ramble a lot. You're like blah 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 blah. But the thing is that you did hit key points. You know what I'm saying
did.
with Trisha.
Yeah.
So your main goal on a phone call is to make the appointment so that you can go see the home. So kind of stick to that. There's nothing wrong with asking, have you done any upgrades? Do you feel like you need any work done? And then you hit the key things, but then you just added to that you don't need to add. I say go in for the appointment, go, like, you know what I'm saying, like, especially if your schedule ain't full, man, make the appointment, go and see the inside of the home. Trisha was wide open to, like, Mrs. Hooper was wide open to be saying, hey, you know, like, she even asked you, do you want to come see the house, because you weren't getting to it.
You know, it's interesting that you say that, because my personality is get to the point type of person. And so that is a good point. Yeah.
I like that. Yeah, because I do ramble. It's totally true.
I think
Awesome.
you did
Thank
a great
you.
job.
I was gonna say that I wanted to add some more, and they're like, does that sound like a plan to you, or does that sound good to you? I didn't have any I forgot what they're called, tie downs, but thank you for the feedback, because I am a rambler and I need to work on it.
I would like to say, Samantha, that the first half was a little bit like I mean, we were just listening and being very critical, but you know, it was kind of like, you know, you should have, like you did, just ask about the repairs that need to be done. I like that part. But then the second half was really awesome. Like, I think the second half was really awesome because you started talking, I think, about like the location and the condition. And then I was like, oh, okay, like now she's turned my mind on this. I think she's got it, like the second half. So I don't know if anybody else agrees with that, but I think that's where Trisha started thinking, oh, maybe I really do need a realtor, you know, more than just I agree with the Zillow price. So
awesome.
Good job.
Stephanie.
Less is more. Less is more. I think as talkers, we have to keep remembering this. That's what I'm doing every day, because less is more.
Dan, I have a quick objection. Can you guys help? With a couple of houses, you know, clients will say, oh, but my location is so much better. I should get, you know, $40,000 more for my home. You know, like they'll have an opening, you know, like open behind them or a nice mountain view. And, you know, in the past I said something like, well, I appreciate that. It is a great view. It is a great location. But people live in the house. They can't live in a view. And that was not diplomatic enough for certain clients. So I need a more tactful one. It's true, right? People don't live out in their backyard or whatever. The house has to measure up, you know, because an appraiser is not going to give as much value as they are in their mind. So I don't know if that helped. Anyway, putting it out there. Can anyone help with better response?
But that can be important, the view.
Oh, yes, obviously, but it's not usually $40,000, $50,000 in value for a home. And they're like, I didn't get any value for my location because we were still above price per square foot on the house compared to anything in the neighborhood, but they still weren't happy with getting the asking price, even though it was top dollar.
Wow.
I mean, we're right at 8:30, but I'll put that on the list to handle. One of the things that we're running a little long on that, something like that, and it's more as you turn around and say, how much would you have paid for that view when you're buying the house?
Can we put ghosting on the list too?
Ghosting? Yeah, let them lie for a little bit and then send them different forms of communication. If they're not answering your calls, don't call them. If they're not answering your texts, don't text them. Get their email.
But if they're not answering anything,
then send them, something happened. So ask them, what happened? What changed? Here's your script. If somebody's not responding to you, say, I want to make sure that I am supporting you in the best fashion possible. What's the word I'm looking for? My policy is polite persistence. Please let me know how often I should follow up with you to make sure you're getting the information that you need. Ultimately, I'm here to make sure that you have all the information you need to make a well-informed decision.
Oh, can you write that down?
It's recorded. Watch the recording later.
Oh,
Hey, can
Sure.
I give Samantha a chance to close that one?
Yes.
So Samantha, so do we have to meet? Is that how this works?
Yeah.
Absolutely. That's exactly how it works. And I'm very excited
Yes.
to meet you. I'm very excited to meet you and see your home.
does 2 o'clock at Thursday work?
2 o'clock at Thursday works perfectly.
Great. All right. I'll see you Thursday at 2. How about 2:15?
If 2:15 is better, that's great. I'll see you Thursday at 2:15.
I think you did a bang out job. Cindy, thank you for getting it closed. Always be closing. Always. I hate
You
to
guys
be
are
so
awesome.
cliché, but that is 100% our business. Stormy was on point when he said that you're going for the appointment. We're not selling the house over the phone. We're selling what?
The appointment.
Appointment.
The appointment. Get down, belly to belly, face to face at the table. You can have more impactful conversations. When you walk around and you see the house is cluttered with Disney paraphernalia, can you have a different type of conversation? Right?
Absolutely.
Connect with people,
Mhm.
build rapport, become their friend.
Mhm.
People don't do business with people they don't like, period. So I used to have a saying when I worked in the car business, a good buddy of mine, Brad, used to always say, people don't buy cars, trucks, and SUVs, people buy people. Same thing reigns true in real estate. People don't buy houses, townhomes, and lots. They buy people.
Mhm. True.
So remember, it's always about building rapport. Don't forget to anchor in questions that allow them to explain, like Paige said, open-ended. Right now, we're working on the objection handling, but you can always tie in, what's making you want to sell the house? What information have you gathered? Asking what questions? Remember your triangle: the who, the what, or the how and the what. We'll go over that again briefly next week, probably, if you guys remind me about it, to make sure that you're covering questions that incite energy and allow them to respond with a story or a phrase and not just a word. Closed-ended questions are not just yes or no's. It could also be, what's your favorite color? Responds with one word. Tell me about your favorite color. They tell you a story. So don't forget to be storytellers, my friends. Enjoy your Thursdays. If you have questions, I'll see you on the question and answer call here in a little bit. Other than that, great. Yes.
Where is that? Where is the link for that?
1kwsa.com. It says you have questions, you have answers.
8:45?
8:45.
Monday through Friday?
Monday through Friday.
Okay, thank you.
And 3:30 to 4 every day.
Okay.
I'm not gonna lie, I totally missed it yesterday because I was distracted. But no one texted me, so I didn't get yelled at.
Shenanigans at 8:45.
I was doing some shenanigans. So. All right, see you guys in a little bit. Love you. Be well.